What is going on, guys? Today is going to be a how-to video. Today is going to be a video on how to replace the trackpad on your MacBook Pro. Now this is pretty easy for pretty much anybody who could turn a screwdriver could do this. There's only a couple screws involved. It's not that hard. Don't waste $80–90 bringing it into a shop just to have them fix it. We all know trackpads get hard after a while. This is a 2011 and it was acting funny. Granted, it's cracked and I don't have the new one yet, so I'm just going to be reinstalling the same one, but I just wanted to make the video for you guys. Still the same deal. So we'll be ripping it out, putting it back in. It is really simple, so hopefully after watching this video you don't have to take it in. You can do it yourself. There's going to be a couple videos with this particular MacBook Pro. This is a 2011 15-inch i7, 4 gigs of RAM, and as of right now I still have the 120 SSD in there. And for some, I don't know, I took the display cable off, I don't know why. So let's get started here. First thing you're going to want to do is obviously take off the metal cover. Now you just take off all the Phillips screws. Now, general rule of thumb for this: you have all the same screws except for three of which are going to be longer. Those three, if you're holding the MacBook like I am, those 3 screws are on the top right. There's 4 on the top. The top 3 on the right are all the longer ones. Top left, short. As well as the rest of this MacBook is all short except for 1, 2, and 3. So if you ever forget that, it's that easy. Top right 3, long. The rest of the whole laptop, short. Alright, so let's get started. You have your top cover off. You're going to want to unplug that battery. That's the first thing you do. Whatever you're doing, you unplug that battery. That's rule number 1. Okay. After you unplug the battery, you have 3 screws you have to take out. It's really strange, and if you don't have that particular screwdriver, I don't know what the hell Apple calls it, but they really picked a weird one for the MacBook batteries. Now, where they go is one here, and one's going to be right there. I don't have my battery anymore. If you watched my previous video, I kind of ripped it apart to show you guys a bloated battery. I don't know. But that's where my battery is. And if I get this working, I'll order a battery. If not, I'll part it out. Alright. So now you're at the same stage I am. You have your top cover off, you have your battery out. If you don't have the same screwdriver that's designed for it, a very small precision flathead generally does it. I don't use that whatever the fuck they call that crazy thing. If you don't have that screwdriver, just use a small flathead. If you have a precision toolkit, something like this, it'll come with one that'll fit it. So just find the flathead that'll fit. Nobody has that screwdriver except the Apple store. Okay, so now you're at the same spot I am. There's only 4 screws you guys have to take out. But first thing is first. You have this ribbon cable. What we're going to do is flip this up. No, I lied. Yeah. Flip that up. Let me see if I can give you guys a good shot of this. You can see how right here this part's up. Flip it up from the front. Don't flip it up from the back. From the front. And from the back, you can pull out that cable. Cable's out. That's your flex cable that connects to here. Now, these are really short, guys, so just be careful you don't lose them. 2 on each side. They are all the same size, so you can just put them all in one pile. You don't have to keep track of these. And taking it out is just as easy. Now to take it out, simply lift open the laptop. This just popped out because I took it in and out a couple times, but Put it back in. If yours doesn't come out, you would just push it down and it will come right out. But generally, they'll all come right out. Now, while you're at this point, you're probably going to want to clean this area out right here, because that could be a major factor of why your trackpad is very sticky. You get, let me see if I can zoom into this for you guys. All around this rim. Generally very nasty. There you go. Very easy to get build up. And that really messes with a trackpad that's designed like Apple designed their MacBook Pros. Okay, let me just clip this camera back on. Sorry guys. Just trying to give you the best possible result here. Alright, so now this area is clean. We have our ribbon cable and we're empty. So put it at a 45-degree angle, and with your new, my old, I'm still using the cracked one, but with your new trackpad, you're going to see these two spikes up front that are close together. Bottom's no spikes. Where these two guys are, that's going to go towards the bottom. So now we can put it back down. There we go. Now you can go ahead and screw it back in. Don't tighten it too much or you'll take away the click function and it'll just be too tight to where it's not able to click. The way I usually do these guys is I don't push down on the screwdriver, I just turn it until it just goes freely, because these can't be tight at all. Now you can hear it, it's not spinning it anymore, so that's about where I want it, because you want these nice and loose. You don't want to have to push hard to click your trackpad. That's the whole goal. You replaced it for most people that very reason, unless you cracked it like my battery did mine. Now just line it up, push it right in. There you go. Nice and lined up. You shouldn't see that line anymore that goes across down here. That should be flush. That white line, that should be flush with your connector. And you can just push it right down. Alright, now you guys are back connected. Let's give it a feel. Wow. Well, that's not really going to work. But, yeah. Feels great. Alright, well, due to the cracks, it doesn't really work right. But it's nice and loose. You don't have to push hard on it. And that's how you want it, guys. Just make sure you don't over tighten this. It's the worst thing you can do. If you have any questions about this, just give me a private message or leave a comment. I always respond. So if your MacBook looks like this, no more. You guys can fix it yourself. Alright guys, I'm off to make another video on this guy right here. So be sure to check out my channel. They're coming out now.